The IJN Yubari is coming to War Thunder. Let's take a look at that. Good evening, I'm Old Dead Man, your host. We're at War Thunder's website again. We have got the IJN Yubari coming your way. A couple of little channel announcements real fast, so I'm going to put a timestamp in the corner of the video. So it should be about there, I think. Saying what to fast forward to take a look at the actual ship itself. The announcements are real simple, though, and short, so I'll keep it straightforward. After the lightning storm a week and a half ago that took out my internet connection, I am back online, as you see. However, there is one little minor fly in the ointment, and that is that I seem to be losing my USB ports on my system one at a time. So if at some point in time I'm putting out videos that don't have my lovely hair that you guys can admire, you'll know that means that I've run out of functional USB ports for even the camera. And if you notice that I stopped putting out videos entirely, that could indicate some further degradation in the computer. But don't you worry, I've still got my old cell phone over here, and I can still get creative, and maybe you'll see even more of my handwritten Sharpie style videos that I put out from my cell phone. So let's continue on. The IJN Yubari was an experimental light cruiser of the Imperial Japanese Navy that served before and during World War II. The ship was designed under the premise of carrying all the combat potential of the Sendai-class cruiser with a much lighter displacement. Therefore, many innovations were taken to reduce weight. The armor was directly integrated into the hull structure, the exhaust was trunked into a single central smokestack, and the propulsion system was similar to a destroyer. These and other innovations were unproven technologies, many of which had teething problems when it was actually placed into service. The Yubari was laid down in 1922, launched and commissioned in 1923, and was quickly placed into service. She responded to the Great Kanto earthquake and evacuated refugees from Yokohama in 1923, shadowed U.S. naval maneuvers off Oahu in 1925, and was placed in reserve in 1933. In 1934, she was placed back into active service, then modernized in 1935. The ship was active in the Second Sino-Japanese War, then placed back into reserve in 1937 through 1939. During World War II, the Yubari was frequently used as a destroyer squadron flagship and was involved in the invasion of Wake Island, the capture of Rabaul and New Ireland, and the invasion of Salamua Lai. She took significant damage in 1940 due to repeated air attacks from USS Lexington and even a flight of 4 B-17s. The extensive damage sent her back to Truk for repairs. The IJN Yubari was back operational in time to be flagship of the Port Moresby Attack Force in May 1942. She took part in the Solomon Islands campaign in the Battle of Savo Island. Damage from striking a naval mine sent her back for repairs and upgrades, including additional anti-air defenses and new radar and sonar. Her 1943 operations included rescue missions and transport runs as part of the so-called Tokyo Express. In 1944, the USS Bluegill sighted and torpedoed the Yubari, scoring 2 direct hits which flooded her No. 1 and No. 2 boiler rooms. She sank the next day after all attempts to tow or save the ship had failed. The IJN Yubari was 128 meters long, 12 meters abeam, 3.58 meters draft, and weighed in at 4,075 tons full load displacement. That's just significantly above her design weight. Her armor was 38 millimeters on the belt and 25 millimeters on the deck and turrets. She was powered by 8 Kanpan boilers, driving 3 steam turbines into 3 shafts for a total of 43,060 kilowatts or 57,740 horsepower, which gave the ship a 35.5 knot top speed. Originally, the Yubari was built with 6 14-centimeter 50 caliber third-year type naval guns, 4 in twin mounts, 2 in single mounts, 1 80mm 40 caliber naval gun, 2 7.7 millimeter machine guns, 4 Type 93 torpedo launchers with a total of 8 610 millimeter torpedoes, and 34 mines. In 1944, she was extensively refit just in time to be sunk, dropping her primary battery to 4 guns, changing the 80mm to a 120mm gun, adding 2 depth charge launchers, and then sticking 15 Type 96 25mm anti-aircraft guns, 12 in twin mounts, 3 in a triple mount, all over the ship. In War Thunder, the IJN Yubari will be joining the Japanese Rank 3 Premium Blue Water Fleet as represented by her 1944 refit configuration. One item of note, the sources I was able to find indicate the Yubari carried 15 of the 25mm anti-aircraft guns, but the Devblog explicitly mentions 25 barrels worth of anti-aircraft armament. The IJN Yubari will carry premium bonuses to help you research your way through the Japanese naval tree. So what do you think of this particular Blue Water Fleet edition? Is the Yubari something you're going to be going for? Is this a premium you want? Let me know in the comments below and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. You have a great rest of your day and we will see you in War Thunder.